Governor Jesse Ventura, author of this book that was just out in April, it's a New York Times bestseller, Don't Start the Revolution Without Me. Governor Ventura, welcome back to Fox and Friends. Why didn't you pass an ordinance like this that would have had everyone measuring people's underwear?
Because that's the private sector, and I don't really believe it's government's place to be in nonsense like that.
And that's what most of our emailers reflect. Governor, welcome back. I know you decided not to run for the U.S. Senate seat. What was the ultimate reason why you said, I'm not going to run against Norm Coleman or Al Franken?
Well, the ultimate reason was the change of lifestyle for me. You know, it's a very difficult job. You're put back in the limelight. You become scheduled again. I would have to move to Washington. That would split up my wife and I a great deal. And at this point in my life, I just turned 57 years old. It's a 6-year term. 6-year commitment is a long time to make, and I just felt it wasn't right for me and it wasn't destiny for me to do it.
So, Jesse, or Governor Ventura, I learned my lesson. Governor Ventura, let me ask you, when you see Barack Obama over in Afghanistan and Iraq, what are you looking for as a voter to find out whether this guy can be the commander-in-chief?
Well, first of all, I'm not voting for Barack Obama, and I'm not voting for John McCain. Many independents like me are left out of the system, the two-party dictatorship, as I like to call it. And so I won't be voting for either of them. But I think he's doing what is required of him. He obviously is a positive thinker and feels he's going to be the next president of the United States, which he well could be. And it's important for him to go over there and get educated, see what's happening on the ground, so that he can make important decisions like I hope he does, and withdraw and pull us out of Iraq.
What about Afghanistan?
Afghanistan is starting to flare up again, and that's only happening because we never finished the job, did we?
And would you, as a Special Forces guy, like the opportunity to go into Pakistan and find bin Laden?
I doubt if bin Laden's even alive today. I think he's just propped up as being that enemy that we all have to have out there. I'm not sure if he's even alive or not. They had their chance to get him, and they let him slip through. And let's remember, he used to work for the CIA years ago. Who says he still doesn't?
They said he never worked for the CIA, but they were working with the Mujahideen, which he was a part of, but no one ever remembers seeing him. But I want to talk to you about what's in your book, and that is
he's a pretty hard. Wait. He's a pretty hard guy to miss, isn't he? 6.5 feet tall.
Well, evidently he's hard enough to miss. We haven't got him yet, and it's maddening. But all about the money in politics, Jesse. Yes, we do. We do want him. We just got to go get him. We're going to be back with Governor Ventura, who doesn't agree with anything I say, but it makes it fun. Back in a moment.
Did he cut his hair?
I think so. If you just missed it, if you just missed the first half of our interview with Jesse Ventura, we found out he's not going to vote for John McCain. He's not going to vote for Barack Obama. He's against the two-party system, and he's not running for the U.S. Senate. He also says we do not want Osama bin Laden. What do you mean, Governor Ventura, who is also a Special Forces guy?
Well, we had a chance to get him in Tora Bora, and we left him an out, which he escaped through. And remember, we need a boogeyman out there. We have to have some boogeyman out there that we have to hate, and an enemy. And if bin Laden's dead or gone, or we get him, that boogeyman doesn't exist anymore, does it?
Governor, you won.
I find it very hard to believe, with our technology, the greatest fighting force in the world, that if we truly wanted bin Laden, we would have gotten him.
What about this guy Rudolph that hid in the woods right in our country? The Olympic Park bomber, we couldn't find him.
Well, you know, they didn't use the U.S. military to find him, did they?
Well, I'll tell you what, especially you'd be sort of somebody, if you were 25 years old, they'd be saying, Jesse, we need you over in the mountains of Afghanistan or Pakistan to go find him. You know how tough it is, right?
Well, I don't know that area of the world. I'm a different era. I'm the Vietnam era in the Philippines and Southeast Asia. So it was much more, shall we say, humid, jungle, and wet.
Right.
I'm not really an expert on Pakistan or the Middle East over there at all.
Well, Governor, we wanted to talk to you to see if you did mention us in the break that Ron Paul agrees with a lot of what you agree with. So it'd be interesting to see if he finds a way to get into this race on a different ticket. He has time to clear his way if he calls on Jesse Ventura. The name of the book is Jesse Ventura writes the latest one. It says, "Don't start the revolution without me." No revolution yet, but Jesse's still out there. Thanks, Governor.
Thank you. Appreciate it always. Have a great day.